How you doing? It's Tom from HBT, and today there's a few things which I want to talk about, but one of those things which has been bugging me lately is two words: self-sabotage. And what does it mean, and what's it doing to you if you're constantly contradicting all the hard work that you're doing inside the gym with your healthy eating? And what's it doing to you if you're constantly blowing out, whether it be drinking too much on the weekends or not being prepared with your meals and being unorganized and therefore skipping meals and eating junk food on the go and just the whole thing just falls apart, doesn't it? So look, so there's a few things, and one thing would be you really got to think about, when your friends do ask you to have a drink and the peer pressure is really there on the Friday night, for example. You just got to be true to yourself and to your goals that you've set. You just can't constantly give in, because by giving in it shows your character. And if you're setting goals and you want to achieve something, you want to get somewhere with your training, then you really got to stay true to your goals and not give in. And the other thing is food organization and not being prepared with your meals. That's really a very common one, and really your diet will fall apart very quick if you're not willing to better yourself in the kitchen. So whether it be prepping on a Sunday during the day and giving yourself a few hours there to get all your shopping done, and then just prepare your food for because really we can't trust ourselves when we are unorganized. You can't trust yourself to hold back and wait a few hours while you're hungry so you can go home and prepare that meal. I mean, that's not going to happen, because when you get hungry, then we're ready to eat. We're ready to eat, and one thing that really looks good when we're starved is the junk food, doesn't it? It's so easy to blow out when we're hungry. It's a little bit like going shopping for food on an empty stomach. I mean, we can't trust ourselves to do that. I mean, it never works. You'll end up coming home with stuff that that probably will get thrown out because our eyes deceive us when the stomach's grumbling. So a few things there, like the word self-sabotage, it has a lot of different ways to have an impact on our lives. And so one way, like if you're dieting and you're eating really clean, so you can't have alcohol, you can't for that given time, whether it be 28 days, 31 days, 14 days. You just plan ahead. If you want to go and have a drink, if you want to celebrate the birthday, you got to plan ahead and stay true to yourself and to your goals. And the same thing goes with food prep. I mean, it's the more time you do it, the easier it gets. So till you're ready to start properly organizing your food and your meals for the week, you're basically just kidding yourself if you think you're going to get to a body fat percentage which you are really happy with. And so for me, it's doing all those things. It's progression, and if you are constantly falling with any of those things, you're not really progressing. So my advice is you got to start somewhere. So just want to motivate you to start making changes, and don't rely on just buying frozen meals. There's companies now where you buy so many frozen meals for the week, and from Monday to Friday you're all sorted. Well, can you imagine microwaving your food 4 or 5 times a day for a full week? Because I can't. And there's no easy way. There's no easy way to eat well, but to really get organized and to do the hard work. And believe it or not, it gets easier and it gets better, and it's really rewarding when you start to see your physique changing. Not even mentioning your energy levels and the positive mindset and the spring in your step that you'll get with it as well, as you start eating well and better. So yeah, so my advice is just you got to start somewhere, and whatever your struggles might be, you got to set goals and you got to stick to it. And if you're struggling, then set small goals. Do a 14-day challenge. I'll do that quite a lot with some of my guys, and normally it is a challenge, and it shows me who's really serious about making progress, who's really serious about getting anywhere, because it doesn't seem like a long time, 14 days, but when you're restricted with certain foods for the week, and it shows your character. So get to it. It's possible. You can achieve all things. You just got to start. You got to start somewhere, and you got to stay true to yourself. So no more self-sabotage. Start setting small goals and reap the rewards. On that note, HBT over and out.